For sure. Speaking of your game, you've evolved over the years from your rookie year to now. What do you think the one aspect of your game that has most evolved?
I think the biggest thing is my mind has evolved. I watch a lot of film, I study a lot of guys, and then I watch a lot of basketball. So, like, in the process of that, I've learned a lot of things. I learned from a lot of different players, just watching the game, talking to people. And my thing is now I feel like I see the game through a different lens than I did when I was a rookie. I'm still young, and I'm still, like, getting better every single day. But right now I feel like I'm in a really good groove, and I know how to get to my spots. I know how to get my teammates involved. I know how to kind of manipulate the defense, and it's been great.
I admire your preparation. So do you have any pregame?
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for New Jersey. They've got Fresh, Doctor out there with P, then it's Geiger, and it's Franklin in at the power forward position. Reed is out there with Smooth. Then there's Shepard, then there's Starks, and it's Douglas in at the center. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Now, here's Reed. It's blocked, and they get it back. Lock at 6. Here's Shepard. Changes up. He lays it in.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now, here's Hickson. Shepard with the ball. Pass to Stephens.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Baylor is checked in for Franklin.
At the line for your home team, Stevens. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Back to Hickson. Over in the corner, Webster. And they'll get another chance. Over to the wing. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Here's Hickson. That one, no good. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Reed. Pass to Shepard. Starks outside. Here's Stevens. No good there. Good work defensively by Baylor. Now here's Webster. Tight defense on him. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Outside, Reed. Rebound, New Jersey.
Boy, just a tough time making shots. Only 1 for 5. They just need to settle in here.
Here's Webster, and it's blocked. And he gets it back. Dixon passes to Henry. Poke loose. Geiger. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now, here's Hickson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And he knocks down the first one. That one drops. He ties it up. Gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Now, here is Starks. Webster covering. 6 on the shot clock. Reed gets the bucket.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Webster passes to Baylor. Now Henry. Now here's Hickson. Over Shepard. They get it back. Geiger passes to Baylor. Here's Geiger. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Reed. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Valentine's checked in for Reed. New Jersey shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. An emphatic LU jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Hickson. Scoreless thus far. Tries again. Nice touch on the bank shot.
You love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Pass to Starks. Over Webster. And the basket by Starks. New Jersey trails by 3. Now Webster. Ferguson with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Hickson. I'll check in for Smooth. And a change for New Jersey. Prime Time's checked in for Geiger. Here's Shepard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Starks. 5 on the clock. Over Webster. The shot by Starks, no good. Now here's Fresh. He's guarded close. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. And here's Hickson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Houdini's checked in for New Jersey. Here's Shepard. Hickson covering. Pass to Howell. Starks outside. Shepard with the ball. Working on Hickson. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder. Well, we can't say enough about the passing of this group lately. The leading setup men among the league's 2 guards over the past 10 games. Well, you take a look at Webster, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
Yeah, he may be a shooting guard by name, but he is every bit the distributor that some of the league's top point guards are. And he's as unselfish a player as there is at the off-guard spot.
Both free throws good from Webster. In this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Pass to Shepard. Lets the three fly. Henry with the rebound.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Hickson misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Here's Cheatham. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The prodigy, he's checked in for Ferguson.
Home team.
Webster passes to Davidson. Now here's Fresh. Pass to Hickson. 4 on the clock. To the left side wing. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And here's a look at some numbers for the Prophet. His last 10 games, 5th in scoring. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Count the basket and the foul. Singletary, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. New Jersey making a switch here. Erickson's checked in.
Team foul. At the line for your home team, Valentine. 1 shot.
And that one misses. New Jersey trails by 5. Now here's Webster. Pass to Henry.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Hickson.
2 minutes.
Takes the 3. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And the call will be against Primetime. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Daniels, he's checked in for Howell.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop.
Webster. First personal foul.
Elliott's checked in for the doctor.
At the line for your home team, Valentine. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. New Jersey trails by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hickson inside. Just 5 to shoot to the inside. And it's Geiger missing. Geiger's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Shepard with the ball. He has yet to score. Pass to Doyle. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Hickson. It's hauled in by Doyle.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Stolen away. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Elliott kicks to Hickson. 6 to shoot. They need this one. Misses that shot as well as the other 7 he took before. That adds up to 0 for 8 so far. Shepard the pass to McDaniels. Here's Cheatham. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Up by 12. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And New Jersey, looking who they've got. Elliott is out there with P. Then it's Geiger. Then there's Erickson. And it's Henry in at the small forward position.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And the jam by Valentine.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. New Jersey trails by 12. Dixon passes to Geiger. Here's Henry. Here is Elliott. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Geiger. No good with the layup.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
That one drops for him.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here is Elliott, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Shepard. Dixon covering. Unloads. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And a look now at the upcoming schedule for New Jersey. On Wednesday, then on Friday. Out to the wing. Here's Shepard.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
And here's Hickson. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 6. Erickson misses. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Stevens, the pass to Valentine. To the paint. And it's blocked. They could use a bucket. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Guys, back to you.
You just want a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. New Jersey making a switch here. Honors checked in. He misses the free throw. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. It's much more movement on every possession. Modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Here is Elliott. Still yet to score. From deep. Erickson misses. Inside, Howell makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And first time out of the game called for New Jersey.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
is checked in for New Jersey. Let's take a moment to see the squads that have been the most dominant on the glass this season.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Valentine. Oh, that's blocked. Now here's Prez. Guarded closely. Pass to Elliott. Knocks it loose. Can they get it? That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Shepard. Pass to Ferguson. Basket counts. Ferguson's got his second basket of the game. And so Blake will bring it up for New Jersey. It's a 16-point game.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Jersey trails by 16. In the corner, Henry with it. Out to the right wing. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Fresh. Here's Stevens. Yes! And the foul. Elliott. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Some changes for New Jersey. Baller comes in for Prez. And it's Bonner and for Elliott. TB1 complain about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Big Smooth, he's checked in for Smooth. Erickson outside. Pass to Peterson. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Now Shepard. No scoring in this one. Shot from 12. It's deflected. Knocked away. To the middle. Here's Peterson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Peterson's got his first basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Bonner passes to Peterson. He gets that one.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Shepard. It's deflected.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Erickson outside. Connects from three-point range. Erickson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
Here's Peterson. 8 points his last outing. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Peterson. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. New Jersey making a switch here. Legs checked in.
Take break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Valentine's checked in for Big Smooth. Both shots good from the stripe. New Jersey trails by 14. Erickson outside. Pass to Henry. Back to Erickson. Geiger passes to Henry. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. It's stolen by Shepard. Valentine passes to Shepard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Gets one to drop finally after missing on his first 8 attempts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Valentine. He's got 8. 1:32 left now here in the second. Pass to Blake. Drops in the layup for 2. Blake's got his first basket of the night.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Might be undersized for a 4, but that vertical more than makes up for it.
And so Blake will bring it up for New Jersey. They trail by 16. A nice shot by Geiger.
Feels like he has played a little more under control here in the second.
Here's Shepard, guarded by Blake. It's up a 3. The rebound by Blake. New Jersey trails by 14. Pass to Geiger. Now here's Fresh. Takes the turnaround J and misses it off the right side of the rim. Valentine passes to Shepard. Over Blake. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Second shot opportunity, and they'll keep possession. And that one is good. 6 points for the Prodigy. Blake feeling it out of it. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what was your impression?
They played smart. They took their time and limited mistakes. You value each possession, you eventually get the shot. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the possession.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising and they should have been making the next play. Hey, looking good out there.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. McDaniels is out there with the Prophet. Then there's Valentine. Then there's Shepard, and it's Ferguson in at the 5 down low. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Out left to the wing. Cheatham passes to Valentine. Down low. Shot by McDaniels, no good. New Jersey trails by 16. Now here's Prez. Stripped it away. Here's Cheatham. It's tipped. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Henry. And here is Blake. In the corner, Henry with it. Right wing. 5 to shoot. Count it. And the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. New Jersey shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
What's up?
And Blake, no good on that one. Being a mediocre 41% in this one. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Home team. Right. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Wright nails both of them. New Jersey trails by 16. That's to Bonner. And Wright pulls it down. Here's Peterson. And Fresh picks up the foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. Foul's checked in for Wright.
Second team foul. Into the lineup for your home team, Howell.
Ferguson, the pass to McDaniels. Now Valentine, 6 to shoot. Here's Howell. Geiger with the rebound. Geiger's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Blake passes to Geiger. Here is Bonner. Now Erickson. McDaniels defending. A 17-footer. Erickson misses.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Here's Valentine. Rebound, New Jersey.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Bonner kicks to Henry. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. New Jersey will retain possession. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Erickson passes to Bonner. Shot clock at 3.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Peterson. New Jersey with the rebound. Henry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Erickson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Blake. Got a piece of it. Pass to Valentine. Shoots over Henry. It's blocked. To the right side. Over to the left wing. Erickson passes to Henry. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels. Trez with the ball. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Blake with the steal. To the wing on the left. Here's Bonner. And again, no good by New Jersey.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Now here's Prez. From 10 feet out, and the shot is long.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Howell and finish off by Prez.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here is Blake. To the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ericsson's got 5 points so far.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, what does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game? These are all good questions. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. Here's Peterson. Over Blake, got a hand on it, and they recover it. And it's right missing. New Jersey trails by 16. Here's Bonner, and the layup falls. Bonner's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
New Jersey.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at New Jersey. Lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And you know, for New Jersey, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
A tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Yeah, nice job there. Just very lackluster defense.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Make some noise!
Valentine's checked in for Wright.
Here's a look at some stats for Jay. His last 10 games, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Now here's Prez, and it's in there. Blake's got 6 points.
Well, this guy's job is to crash the offensive glass, and he does it at a high level.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Out to the right wing. Erickson. No good off the front iron.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Valentine shot good. He's got 10. New Jersey trails by 18. Henry kicks to Blake. From down in the low post, it goes.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
High arcing shot. Pass to Bonner. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Bonner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here is Bonner. He has 6. In the corner, it's Blake. Here's Erickson. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Here's Peterson. It's deflected. Pass to Blake. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
Here's Peterson. Banked in off the glass. Peterson's got his third basket of the night. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 14. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And New Jersey, looking who they've got. We've got Bonner. Fresh is out there with Erickson. Then it's Geiger, and it's Blake in at point guard. Here's Cheatham. Pass to Peterson. And he converts the layup.
Peterson, assisted.
So it's New Jersey now. It's a 16-point game. And it's Bonner in the corner. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's Peterson. Here he goes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
And there's the foul. It's on the franchise. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Yep, that one goes in there.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's Cheatham. He's covered by Fresh. Peterson, that's good.
Peterson.
And here's Blake. He'll bring it up for New Jersey. Down by 12. Pass to Erickson. Fades back. It's hauled in by Doyle. Doyle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now here's Fresh. Not a lot of room. Stolen. Lets it go from deep. Rebound New Jersey. Geiger's got 11 rebounds in the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Bonner passes to Erickson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Henry. Rebounded by Cheatham.
Oh, he had all the room he needed. Just failed to convert it.
To the left wing. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Boy, his ball security is flawless in the first half. Since then, it's an absolute disaster.
McDaniels.
New Jersey trails by 12. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Blake. Pass to Bonner for the 3. It's hauled in by Doyle. Doyle's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Peterson, guarded by Blake.
New Jersey foul. Blake. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2, Peterson.
That free throw, no good.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
Ferguson's checked in for the Prodigy. And he sinks the second. Now a timeout called by New Jersey.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now here's Fresh. And again, no good by New Jersey.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Hall with the bucket.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Erickson. Pass to Blake. Over Peterson. And the basket by Blake. Blake's got 12 points here in the second half.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Now, here's McDaniels. Now, here's Prez. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
The Prodigy, he's checked in for Ferguson. Here is Bonner. Pass to Blake. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Here's Doyle, defended by Geiger. And here is Henry. Here is Bonner. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Doyle. Doyle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Blake passes to Erickson. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here is Bonner. Henry. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Home team.
Which loudest section wants a t-shirt?
Our player of the game, the Cobra.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Henry passes to Erickson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will will sit for the rest of this game.
New Jersey, Erickson, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He's off on the second. Gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. To stop the drought, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Chico, 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. New Jersey trails by 11. Henry with it. Bonner for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Bonner's got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
McDaniels against Geiger. A shot by McDaniels, no good. To the paint. Geiger passes to Blake. To the middle. Here's Erickson. And no good. Nice defense from McDaniel. Here's Peterson. Guarded by Blake. Looking to get back on track here. Here's Doyle. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here is Blake. Down low. Here's Erickson. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Skinny.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Geiger against McDaniel. He can't get that one to fall.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Clock at 6. And the basket by Blake. Blake's got 16 points here in the second half.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And too long on the shot.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Peterson. Trying to get something going. It's deflected. 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Henry. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Here's Blake. Out to the right wing. To take the lead. Henry misses. Blake with the steal.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And the foul called on Gray. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
At the line for your home team, Peterson, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now a timeout called by New Jersey. They trail by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth.
Make some noise for your advanced team.
the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Gets the bucket and the foul. Peterson. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Shooting for New Jersey. Blake at the line for one.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And if they go on to win this, they can look back at that free throw as the pivotal moment.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Seconds left in the game. For the win. Oh, he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. We get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So it's New Jersey now. We've got Prez. Erickson is out there with Geiger. Then it's Fresh, and it's Bonner in at the 2. To take the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Bonner, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And so he hits both. Being struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Howell passes to Dorth. Here's Peterson. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Blake. It's hauled in by Doyle. Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT. Here's Peterson. It's good.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
To the left side wing. And the foul on Big Smooth. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Henry. To the wing on the left. Pass to Blake. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Back to Erickson. Shot clock at 5. An easy 2 points on the layup. Erickson's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for New Jersey.
Aggressive move in the painted area. Just makes some things happen.
Here's Peterson. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shoots from 12. That one wanted left.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
New Jersey. Henry. 1 shot.
That's good from Henry. Gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Here's Peterson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now here's Prez. And it's blocked, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. New Jersey leading by 5. Here's Bonner, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
Here's Peterson. No one near Prez as he lets it go. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, read the floor. You kick it out to the open shooter. It's a simple game.
And the foul on Big Smooth. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Blake. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Now here's Prez. D right on him. Here's Cheatham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Cheatham.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. So he gets them both.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession. Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Pass to Doyle. Here's Peterson. Guarded by Blake. Shoots the 3. Howell can't hit. That's a foul called on the Prophet. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Shooting for New Jersey. Blake at the line for 2.
2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Three-pointer, no good. And so it's New Jersey with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. See you later.